Claiming your power takes steps. Claiming your power takes a certain perspective. Knowing who you are is where you begin. When you know you are the divine feminine, the divine masculine, you can operate and adapt to any situation that's at hand. Also, knowing that you are an Atlantean, an Anunnaki Atlantean. Your perspective, your imagination, your visualization is all key components. It's similar to an equation. Part of knowing the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you takes also knowing your name. For instance, myself, Borg Taiji. Borg is my demonic feminine energetic name, while Taiji is my masculine angelic name. So when I'm in the mindset of Taiji, this is my masculine energy that's being exerted out into the physical, while that feminine part of Taiji remains inside, but that feminine, that masculine side still is being brought into the physical. So switching that, linking into the mindset of my demonic name, my feminine name, Borg, would be the feminine being casted out into the physical, while that masculine energy is inside. So having this perspective can help you in a lot of situations. For instance, when you are exerting your power, when you're making things change, you can tap into each of the different masculine and feminine energies within yourself. So right now, I'm in the mindset of Borg. So this is my masculine side that you're seeing, while that feminine energy is that inner force right now, as of right now. But if I were to link into the mindset of Taiji, that'd be my feminine side. The feminine side would be what you would see, what you would hear, what you would notice, while that masculine is now that inner force. So you see how this ties into exerting your powers, because when I'm in Borg state of mind, that feminine energy, that demonic energy, which is the most dominant energy, I'm tapping into this inner force, because that's what it's all about. When you're talking about spirituality, you're talking about that inner energy. So when you're exerting this power, you want to be in your dominant, most powerful state of being. You want to have in mind that you are this masculine energy outwardly, but you are using this feminine energy within you. And it can also work for healing also. So this is a little deeper conversation on the divine masculine and divine feminine to help increase your perspective of being a primordial deity. This helps me a lot, keeping this perspective in mind. Me being a Gemini rising, having dual energies, that Casper and Pollux energy, it's easy for me to adapt to any situation. It's easy for me to flip in and out of my divine masculine and divine feminine, to bring forth whatever energy I want to bring forth into the physical. This is also talking about the show, the character Moon Knight and Venom. With everything being duality with us Atlanteans, duality is within everything. Yes, we know we are the divine masculine and divine feminine, but it goes entirely deeper, even into our names. There's duality when it comes to our birthdays. When you flip the numbers, the months, you have certain energies that's within you as you came into this physical realm. For instance, if you flip my birthday, I would be a Pisces, so I have that energy within me as well. With that being said, having that idea of duality in certain situations, know that there is duality in your avatar. Like, for instance, your right hand will be your most dominant hand, your most powerful hand. So this will be the feminine hand, the demonic hand, while this, your left hand, will be your angelic hand, your masculine hand, your receiving hand. And this is duality as well. And that goes for the rest of your body, your feet, your eyes, your hair. Even when it comes down to your hair, the left side of your hair will grow more. Even your, I speak for us men, our testicles, one side grows more than the other. Duality being brought up and situations, physical and spiritual strength is crucial. Your exercising, of course, but also your Tai Chi is extremely paramount. Exercising physically is important because you're not just exercising your muscles. You're not just getting a physique to have it for looks. You're exercising your chakras. For instance, I train my solar plexus chakra, my abs. I train my life force chakra. This is where your life force comes from. This is why I have lightning coming down on my chest. Also training your heart chakra, your chest, your forearm chakra, your fingertip chakras, your palm chakra. You're training these chakras and you're exercising and your calisthenics, I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to say that word properly, but not lifting weights is something that's important. You should always be lifting yourself. Lifting weights is really not good for your muscles. They tire you out. They weaken you. They strain your muscles. They tear muscles. Tearing your muscles is not organic. That's not how we grew in strength in ancient times. We always lifted ourselves. We did sit-ups. We did pull-ups. We did push-ups. Anything lifting yourself, 6 inches, bicycle kicks, mountain climbers. We did all of these exercises to exercise this. But that's in a physical manner. In a spiritual manner, it would still apply, but in a spiritual manner, when you're gaining your spiritual strength, you're talking about brain power. You're talking about that brain strength. Increasing your brain strength, your spiritual strength, is increasing your intelligence, increasing your wisdom, um, activating certain things within your spirit, within your brain. Because yes, this is all electrical. Your spirit, which is in your cerebellum, connects to your heart, which is your body. And then from your body, it connects to your soul. And you have to be emotionally, which is spiritually prepared to have this power, this ancient energy come up to your conscious. So you have to build this bridge physically and spiritually. And this ties into increasing the power within your chakras. And also keeping in mind that your chakras would have to be balanced. Working on your chakras all at one time. Instead of working on this most of the time and that most of the time, work on them all at the same time. And your exercises, you can be working on, let's say, your torso and your thighs. And at the same time, you could be working on your throat chakra. When you're doing exercises, ooh, yeah, let go. Saying your frequencies, saying your chants while exercising. This also increases your lung capacity. This increases your endurance when you do your chants. Expel your, cast out your frequencies using your throat chakra. And you can also train your third eye chakra at the same time. And also training your root chakra. You're training your crown chakra at the same time, because you're pulling this energy in through your feet and it's going all the way up to the tippity top of your avatar. And that's just me speaking on the main chakras or the sub chakras, not talking about the etheric chakras. And the etheric chakras would be like the soul star chakra or the etheric chakra. And having the soul star chakra and the etheric chakra is that bridge to a deeper connection with your higher self, with other beings. You can still connect to the cosmos just having your crown chakra activated and vibrating on a higher level. And before I touch off this physical strength and spiritual strength, you don't have to prep yourself for battle getting a physique. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the most buffest. The physique doesn't matter. You can be skinny, you can be chubby, as long as if your mind is precise, swift, and also with your hand movements and foot movements being swift and precise. That all that matters is being able to be calculative, because you are organic intelligence, meaning that your eyes are like cameras. They're like security cameras scanning the area. So your mind has to be extremely quick with processing information and coming up with a solution. Quick problem solving skills. You can increase your problem solving skills using things like mind games. You can do crossword puzzles with a timer on them. Chess helps. It helped me playing chess. All sorts of mind games. I'm sure you can find them on the App Store. You just want something to get your mind thinking, in order to solve problems quicker than you can now. So, like I said, your physique doesn't matter. Do not worry. Do not have the goal of striving for this gorgeous, beautiful body. That's not necessary right now, as of right now. Just your Tai Chi, your Go Chi, it all helps. It all helps clear old programs. And it helps bring in new energy. When you're tapping into this inner force, doing your Tai Chi, you're having this inner force. You're connecting with your inner force more, because when you're in a difficult situation, you will forget that this inner force is way more stronger than external force. So doing your Tai Chi, going fast and coordinate with your movements, you go slow, then fast, then back slow. This helps with remembering how you move, increasing your precision and your quickness. Tai Chi is extremely important because you're physically and spiritually training yourself. And I say physically because you're tensing up your body while moving. So you're tensing up your palms, you're tensing up your fingertips, you're tensing up your chest, your biceps, your forearm, and your solar plexus. So you're tensing all this up. This is your Tai Chi. Remembering how you move, because not all of us are the same. Not all of us move the same. Just like how all of us are not water benders, fire benders, lava benders, metal benders, and so on. All of us have different unique styles. Styles meaning personality as well. Your personality is, well, your DNA. Your DNA determines everything about you, including your name. We all have serpent DNA, but we're not wired the same. We're all 13 ether in the spiritual. We have 13 etheric strands. Then we have 9 strands in the physical, which is 9 strand DNA. So we're 13 ether and 9 ether, but 9 ether in the physical and 13 in the spiritual. But we're all, us Atlanteans, we're all family, but we're still unique. We're all not the same, but we're all the same, is what I'm conveying. So, like I said, you are organic intelligence. And it is time to act like it. And acting like it is knowing that this planet is yours. Not only knowing it's yours, but knowing that all these trees, everything that's organic, everything that is nature, is intelligence. It's similar to how you would think artificial intelligence runs, but it's organic when it comes to nature. For instance, I can install a program to all these trees to exert hydrogen and dark energy at certain times. For instance, I can link into nature all around me, and I can say, like I won on on Mondays and Sundays, I want the trees to send tons of hydrogen and ether into the atmosphere. So you are organic intelligence. You can link into anything organic and artificial. You can link into this tree, and you can command this tree to do whatever you want. For instance, there could be a reptilian clone sitting right there, or any being that's not organic to the planet sitting right there by this tree. You can command this tree to load that person up with any type of energy, let's say etheric energy, and cause that person to be faltered, malfunction. You can bring lava up from the ground into the trees and have that lava energy sitting in the trees go into that person. That lava might not be there, but the energy from the lava that's down there, you can send it up, have it sitting right there, and cover the whole area to do whatever you want. There's all sorts of things that you can do to the environment. So what I said about your cameras being, for an example, security cameras, scanning people, scanning your environment. This is you linking into your master programs, linking into the organic intelligence, the organic energy that was manifested into you when you were manifested as a soul. What your eyes and ears perceive, mostly your eyes, is what you will tend to portray. This is why myself, when I'm done doing Tai Chi, exercising, and what else, I make sure at the end of the day, when it's nighttime, I watch some Iron Fist, or I'll watch anything that's supernatural, or anything that keeps my mind focused on evolving as a primordial cosmic deity. Like I said, what your eyes see, they portray. So you want to see, view nature, anything that is organic, anything that gets your mind jogging on returning to the supreme energy. You want to replace mankind's way of music with real instruments, real harmonious instruments. It could be jazz, it could be tribal music, tribal drums, even Rastafarian tropical drums, tropical music, native flutes, Tabatan flutes. What your ears and your eyes see, you will tend to copy one way or another. You may not notice it, but you will notice it when it has hit a time for you to evolve. This is where self-awareness comes in. Having discipline, having a routine for yourself, a deity routine. moving on into also speaking into what you give into your body, foods only go but so far. Yes, you have some foods like fruits. They recharge your body, but you can get more of a recharge from grounding just by walking around barefoot, or sitting next to a tree, laying next to a tree, sleeping next to a tree. As mankind wants to not have us all extinct, but to keep us as hostages, keep us as slaves of our own minds. All of this fruit, all of these vegetables, they're all non-beneficial. You may find a little benefit from eating a seeded banana in a Mexican grocery store, or a fucking apple. But, you know, I tell people all the time that it's better than eating meat or eating the snacks with all the different chemicals and sugars. It's better than, you know, the garbage that we were conditioned to as younglings. But also have in mind what I just said, that you get more energy, you get more nutrients from astral traveling to different planets, to different star systems, from being in nature, sleeping in nature, grounding with nature, being one as nature, as the cosmos, as the darkness. The foods, it's impossible to be 100% clean in this world, in mankind's world. So, you know, watch what you eat. Even the fruits and vegetables. The soil is tainted from the chemicals in the atmosphere. What's the saying? He controls the atmosphere, controls the world. So if the atmosphere is being controlled, it's spellbound, then that means that the ground and everything around is also being spiritually attacked. So it doesn't matter if you grow your own food. It doesn't matter what water you drink, how much you pay for water, how much you pay for organic food. It doesn't matter. But it is better than the garbage that we were conditioned to as younglings. So there is a balance. You know, it's not all bad. But know that you can fast for multiple days, drinking water with crystals and copper in it, clean crystals in it, and you can get way more nutrients, way more energy from what you would rather consume. It's simple as that. For me, since I am I'm skinny as hell, I have to eat something. You know, I fill myself up with chickpea pasta. It's a pasta I like to get that's made of chickpeas. And I eat all sorts of beans, pinto beans, black beans, black eyed peas. And I also like to eat tortilla wraps with cucumbers, tomatoes, red, green, and golden bell peppers. Keeping myself satisfied, keeping myself balance because I can't fast. Fasting is torturing myself. I need some type of food, you know. And there's a lot of people that say, you know, they'll do detoxes of parasites, but like I said, it's impossible to be 100% clean. One day I had talked about this new chemical, this new thing that they're putting into the atmosphere. Mankind, these government officials, this corporation, you know, we breathe in parasites from the chemicals that they put into the atmosphere. So it's not only the parasites that you think you are putting in your body, but it's also in the air that you breathe. So you can never be 100% cleansed. And even doing a detoxification, that's the physical part of it, but there's a spiritual part of it. It's because the parasites don't only crave other unhealthy food to create more parasites. They also crave off of negative emotions, arguments. They crave off of old negative patterns. And this is the spiritual aspect of it, because that is talking about the mindset. Everything that's mental is spiritual. Parasites are intelligent also. There's been multiple times that I ate something that was unhealthy. I might have ate a bag of chips that had like canola oil, palm oil, and different ingredients. And then I fasted, I detoxed, you know, thinking at the end that, you know, I had it all figured out. I had them all gone for a year and some change. But it's like I said, it's impossible being 100% clean, you know. Just because you eat fruits and vegetables doesn't mean that you're better than everybody else. Because that's what pops in mind when you're talking about being a vegan to someone that's still eating meat or even just eating unhealthy snacks. You know, it's not no competition. We're all in this together. We're all struggling together. It's like the bad apples with the good apples, the snapping crabs with the serenitized crabs, or the venomous snakes with the non-venomous snakes. You know, we're all in this together. But like I said, there always is a better option. But keep in mind that we're all in this together. We're all a collective consciousness. So, also, back to what I said, when you're practicing moving the elemental energies, keep in mind the internal force is more powerful than the external force. You see? And also what I said with the masculine and feminine side within you. Learn how to use them. Learn how to use the dualitized sides of you. Just keeping that internal force, that internal power, and that intelligence within you to because your perspective shapes your reality. Just like if you say, I am the most powerful, in your meditation, what will happen? You will grow, you will see change, you will evolve. If you say you are beautiful in your meditation, you will love yourself more. This is worshiping yourself. This is giving yourself praise. This is being one with yourself, one with yourselves, one with your cells, your cells. Because you have 1 trillion cells that's waiting on your commands to shape everything about you. It's like your DNA, reactivating your DNA. When you're communicating with your cells will do as you please. For instance, if I say we need to burst in flames, all cells within me will burst in flames. You see, and you can feel this certain energy. For instance, I felt this heat wave all throughout my body. You know, I felt my hand on fire, my eyes on fire, because I am one with my cells and myself. Your cells are intelligent as hell. They know when you are in a flight or flight situation. They're just waiting for you to be one with them, to move spontaneously with them. You may not see this energy yet, but you can feel it. Others will feel it. There will be someone sitting over there feeling it. You know, they look at me like I'm crazy, but they see this energy. They feel this energy. They feel authenticity, and authenticity is the highest frequency. It's not love. Also, when you're on shrooms, you can definitely see this energy. You can see it more. And say, for instance, you're on 10 grams of shrooms with a buddy, a partner that's also on 10 grams of shrooms. They can see this energy all around you. They can see everything that you're doing. Also, when you're moving the elemental energies, what you're chanting is important. What you hear is important. Say, for instance, you're bending the water, so you want to hear water sounds. You want to hear the ocean. You want to move like water. You want to chant what the water chants. You want to chant what the wind chants. So you're moving the wind. Electricity. You want to hear electricity. You want to hear zaps. You want to hear sparks. You want to feel this energy. You want to know it. You want to hear it. This is being one with the elements. This is being one with the plasma, the intelligence within yourself. And also going into certain situations, you don't need crystals or jewelry on your avatar. For instance, myself, I don't need them. In any of my videos on Instagram, there is no jewelry or crystals around me, because me being in meditation, me sleeping by crystals in the past has awakened those crystallized in metal energy within me, so I don't need them anymore. You can even go to a crystal shop, being one with all the crystals for one day or maybe two, and all the crystal energies will be activated within yourself. And then when you're outside or when you need something to happen, you can link into that crystal that's activated within you. For instance, you want to feel more joyful. You want to have a clear mind. You want to be amplified. Link it to clear quartz. Be one with the clear quartz. Be one with the emerald, the tiger's eye, the onyx, the obsidian, dragon's glass, dragon's blood jasper, any crystal, blue lapis lazuli, any crystal. Be that crystal. Say within yourself, I link into the energy of citrine, and you can feel this creativity energy within yourself. For instance, I shapeshift a lot. So turning my hand into clear quartz is energy. Yeah, I can't shapeshift my arm into clear quartz physically, but spiritually it is. I know it's there. I feel the energy. And I can move energy more because it's amplified, because I'm having my own imagination, visualization, and perception. This is all key components. You want to be crazy. You want to be insane. What does insane mean? Being insane means you are insane. Being sane is not being insane. You are crazy. But when you are insane, you are balanced because you're into sanity. And that's going into the topic of these spellbound words. Also, the word empathetic. What is the prefix "m" mean? You're in patheticy. Also, with the term black. What does black mean? When you think of black, you think of death. In a physical sense. So when you're calling yourself black, you're calling yourself dead. So having all of this in mind, having all these programs activated, having these metals activated within yourself, having the titanium activated within yourself, the copper activated within yourself, and this skin, this metallic skin is copper. We are terminators. We are organic machines. This is what Iron Man was about. When Tony Stark went into his body, linked into the Iron Man suit. Also, Cyborg, half machine, half man, and that was a brother that played that character. We are organic machines. Also, with Beetle from DC Comics, Beetle communicates with his body. And when you are, it's good to talk to yourself a lot, even outwardly. But when you're talking to beings outwardly, you want to speak in the ancient tongue, because when you're speaking outwardly to yourself, well, not to yourself, but to other beings outwardly, the English is broken, so the English can't be perceived. It'll be perceived as gibberish. So you want to speak the ancient tongue when you're talking outwardly. Klako shekoloko tanetrama, shekoloko nekroma anikama, shekaleko nokolaki salatanima, seko moleto, shekolate kalatiko malatanira. You want to use this ancient language. You want to use it especially when you're speaking outwardly. But when you're speaking to yourself or to other beings within yourself, you can speak in this tongue. Or you can speak in any type of other ancient tongue. But see, this ties all into perception, into truth. Not mankind's truth, but nature's truth. And see, your perception is everything. Like I said, you are an electrical circuit. What does God stand for? G-O-D. Generator, operator, destroyer. Your soul is the generator. Your spirit is the operator, which is in your cerebellum. When you link into your cerebellum, you're linking into your spirit. And the destroyer part of you is your body, that terminator. That's the destroyer part of you. And each of these organisms are its own organisms. You can communicate with your soul. It's its own organism. You can communicate with your body. It's its own organism. Your spirit. What you are perceiving, what I'm saying, this is your spirit perceiving everything. This is why it's the operator. Without your spirit, your body and soul can't operate in the physical, because your body and your soul is one. When you are born with this body, the soul is instantly within this body. And when you die, your soul is what still lives on, but the spirit and body is what dies.